To me, mate. Beck, you got to come round.
Beck right around.
Oh, all
And
right.
Rob, just so I can get in the shot here.
Look at those shorts in the photo.
Yeah,
A bit of flair.
bit more around.
Oh,
Beck.
Wait
okay.
till he's-
And I just get Rob in. There we go. That's good. You can put your goons, just put the mic down a bit. Yeah, that's good.
Oh no. Yeah, it's fine.
All right, welcome to Lofty 88.9. We've got Ben Salt here, Beck. Rob, you can just sort of see him on the left here. Full house, there he is. Pistols and Goldie, so we'll get into it now. I think we're all plugged
There we go.
in here.
11 seconds. Then get
The usual
Still don't get that made by many.
it's our club emblem. Six.
Don't get it, huh?
No.
Alrighty, welcome back, Lofty 88.9 FM. Now we'll get straight into it. We've got a very special guest here. Multi-talented sportsman, volleyball background, cricket, football now obviously, very good at football. Premiership player at Hahndorf in juniors, A grade, and represented South Australia against WA in the state country champs over in Perth. And Ben Salt's in the studio. Ben, thanks for joining us.
No worries. Thanks for having me. That's fair pump up there. That's not bad.
That's good. Just hold up that beautiful state Guernsey there. How's that to make you feel?
Oh,
Oh, Pendles.
Pendles is off.
You're out, Pendle.
How's it feel to wear that?
Yeah, no, it was actually pretty cool. I sort of when I watched it on Tuesday, I think it was, or went Monday. Whenever I watched it, I was like, geez, that's actually not too bad. Sort of hadn't really thought too much about it, but yeah, it's pretty cool to have one in the. It'll go in the drawer now.
frame it.
Probably
Frame it.
Turn around. We've got number 18, is it?
Number 18, not too bad. I don't think I'll frame it. Maybe if we won, I would have thought about framing it, but that's all right. Yeah, number 18, done all right. Done all right on the number.
You're not bad, Benny, because I did see conditions over at Optus. Oh, absolutely magnificent. And meanwhile, your normal Hahndorf teammates are slogging it away at Goat Park in freezing
Hey.
conditions. So you picked the right week to go over.
Yeah.
And of course, saving Parker Bowles as well.
Yeah, Zabo and I talked about that actually. We timed it to perfection. And we
Actually, his
took-
mum was watching the live stream.
Yeah,
The Wild,
yeah,
so
okay.
it's good.
Yeah, while they were in Perth. It was good. Obviously, good timing. Lofty at this time of year is never in that great a nick. So,
All right.
but yeah, it was obviously awesome opportunity to get away, and Perth turned the weather on for us, and good, nice big deck and in good conditions. So,
When did you head off?
flew out Friday.
Yep.
Found out Tuesday. Flew out Friday, and then came back Sunday. So yeah, pretty quick turnaround. But
What was it like playing on that great ground that has hosted an AFL Grand Final?
yeah, it was good. It was sort of deceptively. It wasn't as big as I thought it'd be. I'm not sure whether that was the grandstand making the ground feel a little bit smaller, but obviously awesome surface. It was probably a little bit harder underfoot than I thought it'd be as well, but awesome surface and really nice deck to play on.
Did,
For sure.
did it feel, Ben, a little bit claustrophobic because you just it's sort of like a Coliseum style?
Yeah, we were talking about that actually going into the game when we were walking to the stadium, that it might feel a little bit snug on us kind of thing. Obviously, used to maybe a deck like Nan where you're looking at the paddocks, or even a Chunga where you're looking right out to the paddocks and smelling the chicken farm. So, yeah, it didn't feel too bad. It didn't feel too bad, but the stadium is pretty steep up there. So, yeah, it was definitely, you could definitely notice it, but yeah, not too bad.
You're keen to get back into it though with Hahndorf this for the rest of the year. Your thoughts on the season so far?
Yeah, I think in general we started slow. Like as a group, we felt like we've started slow. As I said, I've talked to a few blokes about it, and yeah, we've been a bit slow to start off with, but we're finally sort of getting into our stride a bit, getting those bigger wins that we've probably been searching for, and getting in the last couple of years we've been getting those bigger wins, but we've certainly been getting them now, which is sort of a good time of year to be getting them as well.
Rob or Beck?
It's not a good sign for the competition, Benny. Hey, is it, Pistol? Hey, so it's now a thing of who we think you're going to play in the grand final. So,
Well,
no,
who has impressed you so far yeah?
Well, obviously Nan have been getting big wins, so they're always around it. They're a young team. They're moving the ball pretty well. I watched them against Uradler at Nan early on in the year when we were on Anzac Day, and they were moving the ball really well. Uradler didn't have a heap of answers for them, which was pretty impressive to see. Onkers are finding a little bit of form at the moment as well. Lofty are going well. So there's a lot of teams that are, well, the top 4 are probably all around it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ben, you got a question for Ben?
I'm still reeling from you saying you've had a slow start, but you haven't actually lost any games. I'd love a start that slow.
Yeah, well, it's probably just more that where we're at now is probably where we want to be. Winning a bit stronger, winning a bit better.
How good is it to have a player like Lachlan Huxtable come in for his A-grade debut and get in the best and back up Dan Roberts in ruck and apparently might be the heir apparent?
Yeah, well, I heard that today as well, that Lockie, I was talking to Mr. Madsen, Scott. I was talking to Scott Madsen at school today. How am I going? I was talking to Scott today, yesterday or today at school, and Lockie played really well, which is awesome to see. He's been bashing down the door for probably 2 years now, and it's sort of the luck of the depth that we've got at Hahndorf is that we can throw to someone who generally plays B grade and they will fill their spot and more in that A grade. So we're really lucky to be in that position.
Are you sure today, or whenever it was, you weren't sucking up to Mr. Madsen? Because given the depth at Hahndorf, you and Zay might have come back through the Magoos.
Yeah, well,
you want to play in the centre or somewhere.
Yeah, that's it. Get into Scott's ear and say, if I'm coming through the twos, let's get me in the middle and get a few touches. Yeah.
Rob, you were about to say something before?
How many premierships, mate? You played A grade or B grade?
And juniors.
And
we had
juniors.
we had you on a few years ago, but like, you won everything in juniors, correct?
Lost my first year 13s in juniors and won the rest since then. So 13s, 15s, 15s, 17s, 17s. And then I won the first year out B grade. And then I had a year off, which the A grade won. And then I went A grade. Oh, I'm not sure if I got that third A grade yet.
So every grade you've won a premiership?
Yeah, won a grade. Yeah.
That's not bad.
I've only lost 2 grand finals and I made the grand final every other year. So
that's good.
Pretty lucky.
Now, as Benny said, you're a very versatile sports person, volleyball, but also you mentioned you missed out one year at a premiership. Weren't you away in England playing cricket? Is that right?
Yep, correct. I was playing cricket in England in a small little, it wasn't that small, but a town just out of London, 40 minutes southeast of London, in Kent there, and I was just playing a bit of...
So were you the pro?
Wow, I'd hardly call myself a pro.
But, I bring guys up.
Yeah, so I got to be brought across and they set me up with a job and it was awesome.
What was that like?
Awesome experience. Yeah.
How long for?
So I did the 5 months. I did the full season, so 5 months or whatever, and then I got to gallivant through Europe for a little bit as well with a base in London. So
you'd work 5 days a week and then play on the weekends, or?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
okay.
pretty much. I was working at a school over there as well, so
yeah,
it was an awesome opportunity to just go and play cricket.
How'd you go? Bat, bowl? What?
Moving ball.
Yeah, well, because I'm a wicket keeper. So
Besto.
Pretty much. Yeah. The way I was eating and drinking over there, I pretty much turned into Johnny Besto. But I did cost the team. I reckon I cost them promotion by missing a few stumpings in one game, but. That's all right. We went all right.
They didn't care. They're good blokes.
Yeah,
Is it something, because obviously football's something you can do, I guess, when you're younger, but any thoughts perhaps going back as a mature person a bit later when footy's done, go back to England?
Go back to England? Yeah, well, I've actually recently been in contact with the boys a little bit through the Ashes. We obviously get stuck into each other a little bit about that and whatever's going on. I'd love to go back just to maybe play a Sunday game or two and just catch up with them. I don't think I could do a full season again. I'd be useless at the moment, out of touch. I haven't played cricket for a few years, it'd be nice to get back over there and see the lads over there for sure.
You've represented obviously the state, but similar colours because you made SANFL debut for the Crows, didn't you, as well?
Yeah, that was 2 years ago now. Yeah, I played 4 games of league footy 2 years ago, which was again a massive shock. Getting the phone call sort of November. After an okay season at Hahndorf, getting the phone call and saying, do you want to come out and give it a go? And why not? We'll give it a go and see what happens. So, yeah. And
volleyball? Because your brother Cameron plays for the league side as well, or in the reserves as well, and coaches. And volleyball, how long have you been involved in that?
So I went to Heathfield, so I've played volleyball all throughout 8, 9, 10, 11, year 11 and 12. And then I've been coaching volleyball since I left school. But yeah, that volleyball, probably the coaching keeps me playing footy, because the little bit of coaching I get means I don't feel the urge to go back and play volleyball too much. So yeah, it's it's awesome. I think just giving back to the Heathfield, like all the coaches are volunteers, so giving back to the squad and that sort of stuff has ended up getting me a job there at Heathfield as well. So yeah.
Oh, so know my daughter-in-law, Lucy Maple?
I do know Lucy, yes.
Yeah, there we go. Don't tell her you know me.
Hey, Ben, because obviously winning selection in the state countryside came via the state country championships for Eastern Zone, because first time I've won it, and perhaps taking it more seriously this year than they have in the past. So just the experience of that.
Yeah, that was good actually. I think the teams obviously are all from around the state are coming together, and they don't really, you hardly train together. You sort of, we had 2 nights together. I'm not sure whether all teams did have nights together, but for some reason we gelled really well, and just happened to. It's sort of a different sort of layout with the 2 half games on the Saturday. And then you got to hope to win. And actually we got through to the granny on percentage, because Xavier kicked the goal late in the second game, just a little snap over the corner. Didn't really think anything of it, but that goal got us through to the granny. And then in the granny we played really well. It felt really good that we were sort of gelling as a team and actually played some good.
You must have felt like you're back at the home on the Saturday, because conditions in the Barossa are a bit like Hahndorf or Mount Lofty.
Yeah, it was pretty wet and sloppy. We were mentioning that all the Murray Bridge boys and the Riverland boys, they don't really see too much rain or mud as such, but we were lucky, had a good handful of Hills boys that were playing, and we were just sort of saying we were just going to keep playing Hills footy and barrel in. I think the northern team that we versed at Anguston was a pretty muddy and pretty sloppy. The northern team, some of those boys have never played footy in the rain.
Oh, really?
Wow.
So, so it's pretty crazy to think that we play in the rain pretty much every weekend, and they've never done it. So, yeah.
Beck?
I was going to say, did you have to reconcile it all with anyone you might have had some beef with previously? Because, I mean, I know if, I was playing in the rep team, I might have to bury some hatchets and, become a teammate for the day.
I certainly, I like to stay very quiet and not have someone knee me in the back of the head as a forward. But I know the PBs they can make some noise on a footy field, and the boys the boys were pretty. Well, the other boys, like the Nam boys and stuff, were like, oh, they're actually all right. Sort of getting to know them, they're not too bad off the field. So, and on the field, you love them on your team. So.
Hey, speaking of the PBs, I believe they've added a little bit to the post-match entertainment this year.
Yeah, there's always a little.
You're talking about Parker Ballers brothers.
Yeah. There's always a fair bit of energy in the rooms after the games. It depends on our kind of style of win, how we sing the song a little bit. Sometimes we go back to COVID and don't put our arms around each other, and we start. I don't know whether you've seen in the NRL when they start banging on things. Sometimes we start doing that, and that's probably when you see the photos of Joel jumping around and doing his thing. So if we have a good win, we'll generally not sing the song as conventionally as other teams do.
Fantastic. And Matthew Jent's still going well in there with the group?
Yeah.
With the celebratory work?
Yeah, he's gone all right. He's always good on that side of the field. So, yeah, he's going well.
Hey, just going back, to the end of last year, the grand final, how much has that been a bit of a catalyst for Hahndorf this year, the fire in the belly? Because let's face it, day wasn't the best. There's weather conditions, and it could have gone either way. If Luke Roberts' snap goes through for a goal, you may win by 3 points or hold on to win. But just how much has that disappointing loss created what Hahndorf are in this year, like another stone unturned? They want to win the flag back.
Yeah,
for the group and you personally.
Yeah. For the group, it's certainly been a driving force. I think it was really disappointing to lose the way we did, but you can also, well, I know personally, I can understand that we were one kick. Essentially, we drew, and we did draw, and we didn't kick a goal in that first half, and then we were just hanging on for dear life of extra time. So it's obviously disappointing. We knew that we would still have a very similar group, pretty much the exact same group going through. So we knew we were still going to be in with a chance, but and then it definitely helps to motivate, especially early on in the pre-season when
Yeah.
when you're in November and December and you're having to run laps when you could be at the beach or something like that. I think knowing that you didn't quite get all the way, puts a little fire in the belly
Rob?
for sure.
And the players that came back, they've all just fitted in because most of them, I mean, you got some guns back, so it always helps.
Yeah. So it's always the way that we're pretty happy having boys come back. It's obviously disappointing when you lose them, but knowing that they're probably going to return, like Maley, Babs, Tripodi, they're probably the three standouts this year that have come back, and they always slot in seamlessly.
Yeah.
That it's no one's holding grudges, no one's going, why did you leave? It's just all, welcome back, let's get into it.
Yeah.
And they slot in, play similar roles to what they usually do, and happy days. Yeah.
We're heading to the summit very shortly for training.
Yeah.
Final one from me. You're very athletic, very fit. What do you do extra to keep? What do you like to do to stay fit and healthy and all that sort of stuff?
I don't do heaps of extra stuff. I go to the gym a few times a week, but that's just to keep on top of sort of the strength stuff. It's probably more injury prevention, if anything. But yeah, I don't feel like I do too much extra. I know boys like Coop Hoff, he's in the gym 5 times a week doing Pilates as well, doing all the extra stuff. He's also does extra Ks. But yeah, personally, I just keep moving around. I'm lucky the metabolism is still on my side for now, so I can eat and do whatever I like for now.
Good man. Thanks, Ben. We've got to get to training. Thanks very much.
Can I just ask you a quick question?
Yeah.
I know you're a stickler for the sleeves. There's something wrong when we see you out there without them.
Yeah.
How's it go on a day like, you weren't here last Saturday, but you'll be having the sleeves. There's a few Hahndorf blokes did last week. And yet Coach Matt Golding's out there in his traditional shorts.
Not just the coach, the assistant as well now.
Yeah, Mad Dog was getting into it. It's a bit like a Clarko character when they...
shorts and
they played that game, Hawthorn in Canberra. Remember, it was snowing and he's running around without the top on. Matt Golding's just setting the standard in toughness.
I don't know. It's crazy. It's mental. He'll be out there tonight at the summit with shorts on, jacket, beanie.
Michael Borden had the beanie on, all rugged up, and there's the right man Golding wearing a pair
and
of
Mr.
shorts.
Madsen now. Taking suits.
Mr. Madsen's doing it too. Yeah, I don't know what it is. They just always do it. Goldie's always done it, so I guess it just flows down. I know Jace last year wore pants, so I don't know. Mad Dog might be trying to impress or something.
All right,
Ben.
Benny, thanks very much, and well done on representing the state and the Hills Football League on the high stage, and all the best for the rest of the season.
Brilliant. Thanks for having me,
Well
guys.
done, Ben.
Cheers. Thank you.
Cheers, mate. Russian news, mate, or Australian news? Thanks for coming in, mate.
No worries. Thanks for having me.
You're a little bit tacky at the moment.
Yeah, that's pretty much.
hang on.
We didn't ask.
Final question from Jens.
Single man.
Oh.
Did Ben talk us
This will
through
be
how
good.
he injured his shoulder at Blackwood a few years back?
I reckon I've mentioned this story last time I was on. I had an average shoulder to start off with, but kicked the ground. I've kicked the ground at a soft Blackwood oval. I've gone over, landed on my elbow and popped my shoulder out.
Popped your shoulder out.
And I didn't make contact with the ball. The ball was probably rolling off just in front of me.
Oh no!
It wasn't. It was terrible. And Yenchi, Cheney all laughing like crazy at me as I get up, sort of holding my arm.
Oh no!
No good. But that's all right. We move
There
on.
you go. All right, Jens.
Fantastic.
Talk
Thanks for the
soon.
questions.
Thank you.